I ain't doing that. I turned that shit to strip tackle for like a minute. Just on some. Let me see what this shit got going on. Nigga, I had like 3 face masks, bro.
Yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Cleveland Browns. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Give me that ball, defense! Give me that ball! Give me that ball, defense!
Running left, it's Fournette. The tackle by Terrence Mitchell.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Check 49, check
49. Foles. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll go with a big bang for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now Foles. There on the catch, Alfred Blue. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Escaping the pressure right. And
while I'm not playing against you, man, how you throw it away?
Olivier Vernon coming in with some force for the sack that time.
Right stick down, like click it down.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Here's Foles. Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Stop listening to Matt, man.
The number 1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people.
I mean, I usually, like, if I don't know the team, I ask
exactly what happened on that
play. Nigga keep saying 4 verticals, man. Every nigga in goddamn man history know that play, man. Give me something else.
Well done. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Overall, some of my niggas hit hard. Ball in the air. I kind of want to play. Swat.
180. Check right 47. Point it right. Regular.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Over the middle and into the the hands of his receiver, Landry. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fuck that.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming.
Hurry, hurry! Run, run, run. Hey, Delta!
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone. And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Hey, alert, 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 alert! Press down.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
We need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Line of scrimmage, again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hunt. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
First down, Mayfield. This will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, 27 yards. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size,
touchdown, Jaguars! D.D. Westbrook as the first half is winding down, and the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on first down. From the gun, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. And Callaway taking it in left side. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half, Mayfield. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. That'll be taken in the end zone. Nifty move. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now Mayfield. He's got his man on the crossing route. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And now running right through him. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
He had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Mayfield now from the 50. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Jarvis Landry, 50 yards. And the Browns have taken the lead. Extra point up and through. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
We go. Really? Let's see what you got.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
He'll look to throw. He's got Swain here as tight end outright. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up that.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Myles Garrett able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Now Landry. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 47's the mic. 47's the mic.
2nd and 5 now. Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on it and then let him run.
Get some space. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Check, 47. Here we go again.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield completes this to Callaway over on the right side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw right side of the tight end is Shaughnessy. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. He's going to let this go deep for Lee. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Morgan Burnett, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you may want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Come get some.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hey, orbit!
Throwing, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a 1st down. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Past the 20. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is into the end. His